Have you ever looked at an elephant and thought, what if it had 4 tusks instead of 2? Well, you might be surprised to learn that long before modern elephants roamed the African savannas and Asian jungles, a mysterious and majestic ancestor did just that. They were the 4-tusked elephants, and these magnificent creatures, known scientifically as gomphotheres, once walked the earth in great numbers. Their story, however, is one of power, adaptation, and ultimately, extinction. Today, we're going to journey back millions of years to uncover what really happened to the incredible 4-tusked elephants. Our story begins around 10 million years ago. During the late Miocene, Earth's landscape was a world of change. Vast forests stretched across continents, and the planet's climate was cooler and wetter than it is today. In these ancient environments lived the gomphotheres giants, with not 2, but 4 mighty tusks, 2 curved upward from their upper jaw, much like modern elephants, but another 2 extended straight out from their lower jaw. These tusks weren't just for show. They were essential tools. The lower tusks acted like giant shovels for digging up roots, while the upper ones were perfect for stripping bark from trees and defending themselves against predators like saber-toothed cats. They were the ultimate prehistoric What's truly mind-blowing is their range. Unlike modern elephants, which are limited to Africa and Asia, gomphotheres were global citizens. They lived on almost every continent from North America to South America, across Europe, Africa, and into parts of Asia. Their incredible adaptability made them one of the most widespread and successful elephant families in prehistoric history. Just imagine walking through a forest in ancient Texas or Mexico and encountering a creature the size of a small house, slowly moving through the trees with 4 gleaming tusks. It would have been an absolutely awe-inspiring sight. But as we know, nature is never still. Over millions of years, the Earth's climate began to shift dramatically. The lush forests that gomphotheres relied on started to shrink, giving way to vast, open grasslands. The soft leaves and juicy roots they loved became scarce. In these new, wide-open savannas, different skills were needed to survive. Speed, energy efficiency, and the ability to graze on tough grasses became crucial. This changing world gave rise to other elephant relatives, like the mastodons and the first mammoths. These newcomers were faster, often larger, and better suited to a life on the open plains, creating fierce competition for the gomphotheres. Despite these challenges, the gomphotheres were survivors. They clung on for millions of years, proving just how resilient they were. Fossil records show that they even accomplished incredible feats of migration, crossing the land bridge from Asia into North America and eventually venturing all the way down into South America. As they spread into these new lands, they adapted in fascinating ways. Some species developed shorter, more shovel-like, lower tusks, while others evolved more compact bodies to navigate different terrains. Their diversity was astonishing, with over 20 different species once roaming the planet. But as a new, highly intelligent predator entered the picture, their final chapter began to unfold. Around 12,000 years ago, near the end of the last ice age, modern humans had spread across the Americas. These early hunter-gatherers encountered the last surviving populations of gomp, particularly in regions like Mexico and South America. To our ancestors, these massive animals represented a huge opportunity, a source of abundant food, tough hides, and strong bones for tools. Archaeological sites from Mexico's Sonora Desert to the highlands of Ecuador have unearthed a powerful story. Scientists have found human-made spear points lodged directly in gomphothere bone, undeniable evidence that our ancestors hunted these 4-tusked giants, contributing to the immense pressure they were already under. Just as human hunting intensified, climate change delivered the final blow. As the Ice Age ended, global temperatures rose rapidly. This dramatic warming caused glaciers to melt and sea levels to rise, completely transforming landscapes. The lush habitats the gomphotheres depended on vanished. Water sources dried up, and the vegetation they ate was replaced by plants they couldn't digest. As large, slow-breeding animals, the gomphotheres simply couldn't adapt fast enough to this one-two punch of human hunting and environmental collapse. Their populations plummeted. Within just a few thousand years, the once mighty 4-tusked elephants were gone forever, leaving behind only their fossilized bones and a legend whispered through time. Even in extinction, their story isn't over. Scientists continue to study their incredible remains, and what they're finding is revolutionizing our understanding of elephant evolution. It turns out that all modern elephants, the African bush elephant, the Asian elephant, and even the extinct woolly mammoth, all descendants of ancient lineages that branched off from relatives of the Gumph. So, in a very real way, a piece of their ancient DNA still walks the earth today, carried within the magnificent elephants we know and love. The four-tusked elephants weren't an evolutionary dead end. They were a crucial chapter in the story of one of the planet's most iconic animals. What made the four-tusked elephants so unique wasn't just their strange and wonderful appearance, but their epic story. They were true survivors, thriving across multiple continents and enduring dramatic climate shifts for millions of years. Yet, like so many other giants of the ancient world, they eventually fell victim to a powerful combination of natural and human-driven forces. Their tale serves as a powerful reminder of how fragile life can be and how quickly even the most dominant creatures can vanish when their world changes too fast. Today, when we look at an elephant, these intelligent, emotional, and powerful animals, we are looking at the last living members of a majestic family that once ruled the planet in countless forms. The story of the four-tusked elephants reminds us to cherish and protect the wildlife we have left. Their extinction is not just a mystery of the past, it is a profound warning for our future. It teaches us that survival is never guaranteed, not even for the mightiest of beasts. So, next time you see an elephant, whether in a documentary or a sanctuary, take a moment to remember its incredible family tree. Remember that once upon a time, its ancestors carried four tusks, roamed nearly every corner of the earth, and stood as powerful symbols of an ancient, lost world. And though the Gumphairs are gone, their legacy continues to echo through time, whispering the epic story of the world's forgotten giants. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the past. See you in the next video.